Salutations fam, this is Dark Arim, how Tessia Gaming, and in today's video I got a quick deck profile. I played this over the weekend. It's the first weekend of Doom of Dimensions format. I went undefeated playing Blue-Eyes. Wasn't really too much crazy. Deck profile is not really anything too different from what I've been playing. I've basically been playing the same list since the beginning of like the K9 Draco Tail format, and the only thing that has really changed is like some stuff in the like non-engine lineup, and even then it's like very little has changed. I'm pretty set on this list. I really like the way it functions. Again, a lot of times you just kind of change up some of the non-engine. But without further ado, I'm going to hop right into this, and we're going to start off with the main deck. So again, the engine lineup I'm pretty confident with. We've got our two Blue Eyes, the one copy of Jet Dragon. Been very much liking this ratio. I really like the Jet Dragon, and I've mentioned this like in the past, both on my like Twitter and everything like that. But I really like the Jet Dragon along with some of the other cards. I just like the extra engine push that it gives you, because with the more streamlined 40 card list, I'm playing 42 cards. The more streamlined list has less engine push, so a lot of times playing like that, I would find myself just like one card short of being able to like push through and win the game. And so like I like having the extra engine push, and like Jet Dragon really is just a fantastic, phenomenal card. Um, Rest stuff is like pretty standard. Three Sage, three Maiden. This is a slight difference. I'm playing two Kaiser instead of one. Again, like it just gives you that extra push sometimes to help you win the game. Three Barrel, nothing, nothing new there. We have, the Drill Beam alongside the Lordly Loads. Nothing crazy there. I'm playing three Wishes. I've seen some people play two. I want to see my starters. But I will say that going second, I do like being able to like side out a copy of Wishes, or like, side out some starters going second, because I'm going to have that extra card anyway. Um, I'm playing two copies of Roar. Once again, I want to have that extra push. So it's like basically the extra like engine piece that I'm playing to like give me that extra push is like one extra copy of Roar, one extra copy of Kaiser, and the Jet Dragon. It helps me to both build bigger boards through interaction, but also helps me like more consistently play through stuff to OTK. And then we have, our last of our engine, we have Mausoleum, True Light, and the Trap. This card is so strong. There are so many times where I just kind of put the opponent into a simplified game state, and then it's just impossible to beat like Reset Majesty every turn, especially when you also have the Primite engine as well. And then the rest of the deck is the non-engine. We played the one Veiler, one copy of Effect Veiler, three Fuelos, two Book of Eclipse, two Droplet, one Talent, one Called By, triple Imperm, and triple copies of Dominus Purge. Now, I like almost every card in the list. The only thing that I would say I might find myself changing on is like maybe the Book of Eclipse. I might swap this out, or I could just cut it because I am at 42. But I feel like I should play it because it's just so strong in the Yummy. And it is very good going second into boards, and it is a card you can draw going first and still set it. But it definitely is the card in the deck that feels the most like I want to cut it out of everything in the deck. So if there was a card I would cut, it would be this, but everything else in the deck just feels perfect. So yeah, that's it for the main deck. On to the extra deck. I really like a lot of the ratios. Two copies of Spirit with Eyes of Blue. I go back and forth between three of this and three Spirit Dragon, but I find that the third Spirit Dragon comes up more than the third copy of this. The one copy of Hieratic Seal, our Tyrant Dragon, our Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate, triple Spirit Dragon, the one Spirit Ultimate, one Lightstorm Dragon, one AFD, one AF Life Dragon. Hold up. Stuff's starting to fall apart. The one Crimson Dragon, the one Trish. Now, I'm going to be honest, these very rarely come up. I almost never make these, like, go for this combo if I'm going first. A lot of time it's, like, in a scenario where I'm trying to go for game, being able to make a second Spirit Dragon while I already have a Spirit Dragon on board and then go into Trish to basically just end the game has felt very strong. But again, I very, very rarely go into this play. The last card in the extra deck is Psychic and Punisher. No one is ever ready for this card. No one is ever playing around it. There have been so many games back to like the regionals, the case tournaments, so many different formats, like so many different tournaments I've played where I have gone summon Neo Kaiser effect, make it level 3. Anything here? And they look at the board and they're just like, no, because the Spirit Ultimate requires, it's a level 12. So a lot of times they're waiting for you to put the other level 1 on board before you interact. And so you just get to make Psychic in for free. And even then, like, even in scenarios where they are aware of the existence of Psychic and Punisher, sometimes they just can't stop you from making it, and it's unaffected. Now, one thing about this that I've noticed that a lot of people overlook is that this card does not say unaffected if you have less life points. It says if you have less or equal life points. So you can make this when you're both at 8,000 and it will be unaffected, and you can just kind of use this to help break a board. And then, you just have an unaffected guy that's kind of hard to out. Moving on to the side deck. I might change the side going into the new format. I gotta play the format a little more, get more of a feel for it. I'm not really too familiar with all the new decks now. I might side stuff in for DDD if that becomes like more of a prevalent deck. But for the most part, it just feels like everything is just the same as what's been popular, so I haven't really felt the need to change it. So I was playing, like I said, like it's pretty much been the same list since K9, K9 Yummy Draco Tail format. So I play the 1 Chimera Tech and the 2 Cyber Dragons. This was in the side for the K9 Crystron deck. I might, end up taking this back out now because ultimately I found that I hadn't really needed it this format, so I might end up cutting these for something else. But during K9 Crystron, this was just absolutely super strong. Being able to just special this and just eat their whole board was really powerful. This in conjunction with Metaltronus as well, because you would be able to go Metaltronus on the Cyber Dragon Infinity, summon the Cyber Dragon, and then just eat their whole board. Yeah, so it's pretty good. But as the machines kind of leave the format, I will probably cut these 5 cards for something else. But that's what the side deck is for. It's for those matchups that like you have trouble against that aren't like super common, that your main deck isn't already equipped. Because honestly, the one reason why I haven't really felt the need to take this out, even though I haven't really seen any machine decks, is because ultimately the main deck is just so well equipped into everything in the format that I haven't really needed to like get stuff from my side. Like a lot of the time, most I'm siding is like 3 to 5 cards anyway, so it's like it's fine. I'm siding 2 Ghost Spell, 2 Droll and Lockbird, just generically good side cards. The usual suite of Storm and Duster, just generically good cards. And then we have our going first side cards. We have Secret Village of the Spellcasters and 2 copies of Dragonspine. This card has won me so many games. Because the thing is, most of the power cards in the format, a lot of the breakers, a lot of the powerful engine spells they're spell cards. So being able to lock your opponent out of spells just ends games. And you search this with the Ancient Fairy Dragon, so it's very, very strong. I'm probably not ever taking these 3. These 3 cards are probably just going to be a staple of my side deck for a while. But yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Real quick, I wanted to showcase the, I guess, it's not really super relevant anymore, I feel like, but I did kind of want to showcase, 2 combos that I, have used, I guess. So we have, oh, actually, this one's relevant. Barrel Maiden. So, if you get Fulos, all right, So let's say hypothetically you get Fuelos. Normal summon Ether Barrel. Normal summon Ether Barrel. Set Lordly Load. They Fuelos you. Activate Lordly Load. Grab Drill Beam. Right? You've been Fuelosed. So what do you do from here? Well, we don't want to give them any draws, or if we do give them draws, we want to minimize what draws they get. So we're going to activate its on-field effect to tribute itself, send itself to the grave, and then Foolish Blue-Eyes White Dragon from deck to grave. As you know, Fuelos only draws if you summon from deck or extra deck, so you're going to just summon the Blue-Eyes from grave by doing it like this. Next up, you're going to go Maiden Effect. You're going to get True Light. Right? Maiden Effect, get True Light. Right? You are then going to go True Light Effect, set Wishes, Wishes Effect, pitch a random card. Well, actually, now I think about it, you can actually do this even better. Hold up. Mid video. So we're actually not going to Foolish this yet. We're going to, after we do this, we get the Lordly Low. We're going to then go Maiden Effect, get True Light, get Wishes, and then we're going to go Wishes, pitch the Drill Beam, so that we get a free pitch. We're going to search for our Effect Veiler and our trap card Majesty. Alright? Now, at this point, we're going to go Drill Beam Effect Engrave to reset itself because we control a Primite card. Then we're going to go Ether Barrel Effects, Foolish the Blue-Eyes, and then from here, we're going to go Lordly Load Effect. We're going to special the Blue-Eyes from grave, trigger the Maiden, special from grave, and then at this point, right, you can end it here, right? You will have Majesty, you'll have Majesty live, Drill Beam live, and Effect Veiler, and you will have given your opponent 0 draws, and you will still have 3 other cards in hand, alright? So you can potentially have more hand traps as well. You can get 2 further interruptions by synchroing off, going into Blue-Eyes Spirit Dragon, right? And giving your opponent 1 singular draw. They will get 1 singular draw, and now you will have Spirit Dragon alongside the other 3 interruptions you have. Right? So it's like you'll have 5 interruptions into your opponent's 5-card hand, or 3 interruptions into your opponent's 4-card hand. So it's up to you how you want to do it. Right? And keep in mind, again, you will have 3 other cards. A lot of times when I do this, I will go Talents, go ahead and rip a card out of the hand because they activated the Fuelos. But yeah, I did want to showcase this combo. But yeah, that's going to be it for this deck profile. This has been Darkslayer Arim from How Tessia Gaming. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment, share it with your friends. Consider subscribing to the Patreon to help me get stuff. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Please go drink some water.